heard most from your parents was no, or don't. Your parents' job was to keep you alive. They meant well. You got really good at understanding all the bad things around you: hot stove, busy street, granny's rosary. Then you go to school. You get an A+ in drawing and painting and a C- in math. Nobody talks about your love for the arts. Everyone's attention is on your flailing in math. Then you go to work and have your first performance review. The first 13 minutes are delightful, and the other 47 are spent on your areas of opportunity and a plan for your development. Then you get married and go to therapy. The uncomfortable truth is that more than likely no one is worrying about what makes you unique. Nobody is dedicated to introducing you to yourself, to helping you get curious about and build a really deep relationship with you at your best. School doesn't do it. School wants to make sure that everyone learns what everyone is supposed to learn. Work doesn't do it. Work is most concerned about performance, about what needs to get done. Everybody in your life, since childhood, has had expectations and demands that don't necessarily have any direct connection to you discovering the unique things you love and building a life around them. Of course, your parents want you to be happy, but if you told them that living in your van and selling burritos to hungry surfers is what makes you happy, I think they'd start pointing to alternative, more successful paths. What no one is doing is starting with you, listening to you, paying attention to what you instinctively pay attention to, and giving you methods and techniques to then apply these unique gifts to the world, which is a problem for you since, as Steve Jobs said in his famous Stanford commencement address, the only way to do great work is to love what you do. Well, yes, that's an easy thing to agree with. Who wouldn't want a life in which you get to find those things you love and then turn them into a contribution so valuable that people will actually pay you to do what you love? And it's an easy thing to say to someone just starting out in their career or thinking about a career change. It just rolls off the tongue, doesn't it? Find what you love and do it. The hard part is the doing. Of course, you want a life in which you get to do a lot of what you love. You have within you so much energy, so much insight, so much power, so much joy. You don't want to get to the end of your life and look back and realize that you didn't get to feel any of it. You want to get to the end and look back and know deep in the very heart of you that no matter how much money you made or didn't make, you lived a first-rate version of your very own life rather than a second-rate version of somebody else's. But how do you actually do it? The data on this is a bit confusing, to be honest. Survey the most successful, most resilient, and most engaged doctors, teachers, entrepreneurs, really anyone who's thriving in any profession whatsoever. And the number of people who self-report that they love all they do is tiny. So to tell you that to thrive in your life, you've got to do what you love would seem to be setting you up for failure. And yet, dig a little further in, and Steve Jobs was still right. To do anything great in your life, you will have to take seriously what you love and express it in some sort of productive way. We know this because when we survey a group of people who are highly successful, resilient, and engaged, and a contrast group of people who are less so, the two best questions to separate them are these. Do you have a chance to play to your strengths every day? Were you excited to go to work every day last week? Those people who are thriving answer strongly agree to both of these. Every single day, they report that they get to do something that plays to the best of themselves, something that gets them excited. Not all day, not everything, just some things, but every day. They don't necessarily do all they love. Instead, they find the love in what they do every day. You can learn to do what all these thriving people do. You can learn how they did it and apply this to all parts of your own life. You don't necessarily need to hold out for that perfect job where you do all that you love. Instead, you can learn the skill of finding the love in what you do. You can learn to identify those activities that excite you, where you feel at ease, at your best. Pinpoint those moments or situations or outcomes that you love, and then learn how to weave them into what you do every day. You are the project of this book. Together, you and I are going to uncover the mysteries of you and reveal to you the unimaginably unique mark you can make on the world. Give yourself more than the